Blah, blah, blah in progress, blah.
Goddamn.
God damn.
I feel like this is going to be like a low ass energy podcast because I'm like exhausted from today. And you have a child times two.
Times two. Well, the one is at camp all day. So that's pretty fine. That's okay. I wake up,
cool.
take him to camp, come back. Then that other one's there. Not contributing anything
Sound
to
too
society.
excited.
Like, you can't just lay there and be cute all day. You have to contribute. Get up.
That's true. At some point, he's going to have to start, mowing the lawn.
Exactly.
A little baby lawnmower, little baby lawnmower toy.
I look him in his face and I'm just like, you got to do something. Then he does something like
Shits himself.
some kind of little, or that. Just a little kind of coo. And then all of a sudden he'll just like, I'm just suck my nose. And I'm just like, oh, man. Never mind. You're all good.
That's cute. Goddamn, bro. Oh, man. I'm so tired.
I know, right? Okay, that bought us 2 minutes.
I know, right? It's crazy because, like, I didn't really even do much today, but, like, I'm just exhausted. Maybe it's because of the heat.
Yes,
I guess.
the heat is definitely contributing to it. It just zaps your energy.
I wasn't even, like, in it, but, like, driving home, like, even with the air on, like, full blast, like, I was just like, fuck, man, like, I'm feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like at work today, and I went to lunch with my coworker who had gotten me the job, and he got me into the world of halal, guys. I've never had this before in my life.
Like the trucks, or was it like a spot?
It was like a spot. It was right next to KOP where the Target is.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the other side, there's a halal guys. It's like a chain, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I got a bowl with rice, chicken, and beef. I didn't get the lettuce and tomato because I ain't about that life.
Mm-hmm.
And the white crema sauce, bro. And the pita. I'm in danger. I wanted to order it. I wanted to stop there on the way home to get another bowl. And like, I just didn't because I was like, fuck that shit. Mm-hmm. And I just want to go home. But dude, it was so good.
Yeah, shit's good.
I never had it before. I was like, bruh, holy shit. And then I'm just sitting there eating in the office. And I'm just like making fucking food wars noises in this fucking like cafe booth with my coworker. And I'm like, like just like, bruh,
what have you done
this
to
fucking
me?
sauce? I literally said to him, I was like, fuck, man, you've ruined me because this is too good. Like, the same shit happened with fucking Indian food. Mm-hmm. Like I tried Indian food and I was like, yo, this slaps. And now I like halal.
You gotta bring some culture into your household now.
Well, that was the funny part. I was talking to my parents about like dinner and shit. Mm-hmm. And they're all like, why you all like eating all these foods and shit? Like, because I grew up in a fucking sheltered ass environment with no sort of culture or seasoning. And they're like, what do you mean no culture? And I'm like, what the fuck food do we have? Mm-hmm. Like, we have burger, hot dog, steak, boiled chicken. That's our fucking list.
Boiled chicken.
Yeah. But goddamn. It wasn't even spicy too. I also didn't get the hot sauce. Apparently the hot sauce there is like so fucking hot that like you put like a little baby dab and that's already too much. I'm not
a spicy boy. I can't do hot food.
I'm white. That's all you have to know.
Like I can eat it, but I prefer not, I should say.
Oh yeah. God damn.
I don't want to work through that sensation for my food.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that do that shit. Like the hot ones motherfuckers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Like I don't like I get it for the bit, you know, but there's like people that like actually eat for pleasure.
I knew a couple people who were like that, and I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do that. There's a wing spot near me. I think it's a franchise now, Wings to Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have suicide and homicide sauce. And one of them, I don't know which one was worse. I always thought it was funny which one was worse. I think the worst one is homicide, which I was like, but suicide, you die, as opposed to you killing someone in homicide. So I was like, shouldn't suicide be the most spicy one in theory?
I mean, homicide could be you too dying. They didn't say which side of it you're on.
But like suicide is like that. You know, like either way, the wings are killing you and you're doing it to yourself. But like homicide, whatever. I digress. One of you have to sign a fucking waiver for to like get. And there was this kid when I used to work at the pool, and he would just eat that. That was like his flavor. And it was just like, oh yeah, this is my favorite flavor. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Where is your taste buds? They're dead.
Like did this man eat cigarette fucking shavings, or what are they called?
Cigarette butts? What do you mean? The ashes?
Yeah, the ashes. Shavings. You ever sharpen a cigarette with a pencil sharpener?
You have a fucking cheese grater, but you're rubbing a cigarette against it?
I'm so fucking tired.
I understand.
Oh man. I feel like I'm like, I shouldn't say that though, because like I have no room to talk in the current situation of the two of us. Like if this were a competition, I lose immediately.
No, I mean you're still can be tired.
Yes, but I'm second in this race, and that is
it's not a race. It's not a race. I'm not dying
race,
to
Gary.
I'm not dying to be the most tired one.
Man, goddamn. Did any video game stuff happen? There's a lot of video game stuff happening, actually. Why am I feel like my brain's not working.
It's working.
It doesn't feel like it.
I mean,
like my brain's like, like when you go to Chili's.
Okay, where's this going?
And you get one of those sizzly meals where it's like on the hot plate. Yes. And it's just like that. My brain is that sound right now.
Your brain's on drugs.
Feels like it. I need some drugs. I want to do drugs on stream.
Okay, go on.
And I want to play Hue because I think that'd be cool. Mm-hmm. High because it's just a lot of colors and puzzle solving, and if I'm high, that's just funny. And then I want to find like a trippy ass game. I don't know what it would be. Maybe just finish Artful Escape because I never did that.
That's pretty fucking trippy.
But like get a little couple like little edibles, and then just like fucking conk out on Friday and be like, "Hi guys."
Well, I'm not doing the edibles with you, but I'll do something to make that an entertaining stream.
Hell yeah. What is that something?
I don't know. I don't have no idea.
Oh.
Maybe I'll just
I thought you had a specific thing in mind, and I was like, wait, what are you alluding to?
Maybe I can't just do edibles. I just have to smoke it.
True. I had like little baby edibles at our movie night that we did, where we like our friend group got like a bunch of movies together, like whatever movie represented you best or whatever you just wanted to watch, I guess. And I was offered these little blueberry edibles.
Right.
And I cannot explain to you how conked out I was. Like everything just existed outside of me, and I was like,
explain
Zen. That. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. Like, you ever, like in fucking Doctor Strange when the bald lady dude is just like
the bald lady dude.
Well, because like in the comics, the character is a dude, but then it's played by what's her name. But then it's played androgynous in the movie.
Okay,
kind of lady dude. I don't know.
I was just trying to understand. I get it now.
I don't either.
You don't either. I said I get it now. I do understand now.
Shit.
You're already on the edibles.
Feels like it, honestly. It feels like she just fucking like my body out of my my spirit out of my body, and I'm just watching like everything happen from the corner as if I'm a security camera.
I get what
like
you mean.
my brain becomes a camera. Like when you dream,
My brain's a camera, dude.
Well, like, do you dream like first person?
Most of the time.
I dream like movie. Like everything is set up as shots. It's never set up like I'm not seeing what's happening. I'm always seeing myself do things.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
And that happens a lot in, well, I also disassociate sometimes in real life where I'm just like, I just sit there and I just zone. And then I'm like, I feel like I'm out of body.
I feel like this is an interesting conversation. Okay. Yeah. What dreams can you remember that stick with you, or like a wild dream you had, or a reoccurring dream?
I mean, sick. Filing some taxes, some sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that a lot, but not like a lot, but like
I dream about pussy every night. They're the
memorable ones, you know, where you're like, that's memorable. But I used to have one that was like a haunted house, and I was just constantly running from something, and every door that I would go to would just be like another door to the like the bottom floor, and it was like a 2-story house, and I remember that like vividly for some reason, and like I could recognize that I was in the same spot, but I couldn't recognize I was in a dream for some, like it was like almost lucid dreaming where it's like, oh, I've been here before, but not like I've been here before in a dream. And, you know, terrifying, you know, and in my brain it's like being shot like one of the OG Resident Evils where the cameras just fucking suck and like you're just running at weird angles and shit because
it's snapping to the next scene.
That and it's funny because I made this like slight realization recently when watching Stranger Things season 3.
Right.
There is a house that is in the show. No spoilers for, you know, people who want to watch that and whatnot in the most recent season. In like the second or third episode, there's like a scene where like that house is like like there's like a scene in that house and there's like this chick running through it. And I was like, that's like exactly my nightmare. Like the exact like layout, 2 floors, doors, like when you like open them, there's like nothing there but like another door, like it's blocked completely. And I was like realizing this and I was like, that's weird because like this is like a reoccurring thing I had when I was in like middle and high school. So I was like, that's weird because now this is a thing happening in season 3 of a show in 2022.
Right.
So that was weird. But yeah, that one I have.
You invented Stranger Things.
I don't think so, but it is very strange.
Whoa! Cue the theme song to Stranger Things.
I don't know what it is. I skipped the intro.
I don't know what it is either.
It's just like, but that's
the theme song.
Wayne's World. That's pretty much the Stranger Things theme song, right?
Sounds about right. I
guess. That's my reoccurring weird dreams. A lot of sec and a lot of running, and then everything else I just don't remember. Like I wake up and then it's immediately gone.
Yeah. Now I'm yawning.
What? You're yawning? Who was yawning in the first place? It wasn't me, but
oh, that's right.
Dude,
my reoccurring it's weird. I have a dream every once in a while, maybe every year or so or two. All my life, maybe since I lived at home with my mom, but it's my mom's house. I feel like I only remember me being the only one in it, but it's like, it's one of those things where like I'll go into a room, turn around, and then everything's different, or I'm on a different floor or something like that. It's always my mom's house though, the house I grew up in. And at certain points, for some reason, the house is underwater. Like I have to like swim down in order to get to like the first floor from upstairs. And it's always fucking frightening because it's like I'm underwater. Like that's a long way to swim. So like I'm swimming under there, but I'm just like, I have to hurry up before I don't have air or something like that. Yeah, pretty much that Sonic music starts happening. It's terrifying.
And you make out with a fish, like in what's it called?
Toe Jam and Earl.
In Toe Jam and Earl, and you're just like, I'm fine, and then you have sex with the fish.
Sounds like a dream. But I never like run out of air, obviously, because it's a dream. But like in the dream, I have the fear that I'm going to run out of air, and I'm swimming through my house. You know what I mean? So it's already strange. In the dream, you know, when you're in the dream, it makes sense. It's like, okay, this is supposed to be happening for some reason. But I had it so many times that I think like it got to a point where it was just like, oh, all right, it's this one again. Like I'll have that dream and be like, I know exactly what's about to happen and where I am.
But do you know you're in a dream?
But I've never, it's weird. It seems like I've been here before and I know what's going to happen, but it doesn't click that you're having this dream again. It feels more like you're in this place again. Yeah. Within the dream.
And in the same exact situation, just repeating it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to change it.
No. The same thing happens. It's weird. You're
just like, oh, here it goes. All the water's filling up in your second floor. And you're just like,
okay,
this again.
Because then it's like, you know, logic kicks in when you're awake. It's like, well, why would I swim there? Why would I just stay up where am I going? You know what I mean? Like now, then it makes you really think like, well, what does it mean? Why am I trying to swim down? Like what's, I don't know, symbolism, but that's a reoccurring one. Have you had a dream where you're in the dream and you know it's a dream and you start just fucking around?
I don't think so. Not on purpose, at least. I've definitely, you ever have the ones where like, it's the situation where you wake up from the dream and you're like, nah, put me back in, coach?
Yes.
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Have you ever gotten back to it?
Once or twice. Not like, it's not a consistent thing. It's one of those things where it's like you're back in, but then like when you're in, things don't go the way they were supposed to go anymore.
Right.
Or how they were going in the first, like you're back in the same situation, but then everything kind of veers off course from like the specifics of the situation. Like I remember being, and I don't even remember the specific situations, but I remember being in a specific situation, knowing exactly where it was going, and then wake up, real life, look at my fucking clock and be like, oh, I still got 2 hours left before the sun even comes up. Sweet. Go back to sleep, back in the situation, but then it just veers off into something else. And then I'm like, not me anymore. I do that a lot too, where I'm not me in my dreams.
You're somebody else.
Like I'm in the POV or I'm like seeing something that's not me.
Right.
Like it's just some random character, but I am portraying this character inside, but I'm also not seeing them through the first person as well. So I'm seeing it third person, but I know that that's me, even though it's not. Trippy. Which is,
I've had dreams where, like you said, you wake up and it's like, fuck, no, I want to go back, and I have time to go back. And
go back. I was with Beyonce.
Exactly. I needed that. But I'll go back to sleep and I'll be back there. But it's weird. Like I'll go back to sleep and I'll make it back, but my dream self doesn't realize that I woke up and came back. So the dream is still going without prior knowledge that I left. You know what I mean? So if it does go off course, or if I make a decision that I didn't want to make when I was awake, it's just like, I don't know that. So then when I wake up again, it's like, wait, no. That's not how it was supposed to happen. Like my awake self has all the logic and my dream self doesn't know shit.
Yeah. That happens a lot too, where like, I feel like when things are about to happen, that's when you wake up too. Like when you're hitting the climax of your story of whatever the fuck's going on. Not even if it is a story, just like whatever the plot is. Yeah. It's just like, this is where it's going to become the most exciting or something. Wake up. And then I'm like, well, that was a lot of setup for nothing.
Exactly. And you're just like, I couldn't have that. I'm not asking for much. I'm in a dream.
It's like the equivalent of like getting really excited to go on a roller coaster, waiting in line to get to the front, and then when they tell you to get on the like cart, you just look at them dead in the face, smile, and walk across and just exit. But like you're so excited to go on this roller coaster. You're like digging it. You're like, yeah, this is gonna be great, awesome, and then just deadpan straight across to the exit.
Get off.
And you wake up.
It's like going up the hill on the roller coaster, the steep ass hill, and get to the top. And then you just get off and walk down the emergency steps back down to the ground.
Everyone's just looking at you like, what the fuck? Oh, this is my stop, guys. Sorry.
You didn't even do the thing. Like, nah, it's fine. It's okay.
No, that was the thing.
It's I just like now. Going up I like anticipation. Man. I've had, just before we actually start the show about video games.
Maybe.
I'd have had the one where I know it's a dream inside the dream. That comes very few and far between. But I've had that. I remember when I had that before, it was like, I realized I was dreaming. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go fucking do whatever the fuck I want.
Snorting cocaine, doing ketamine, and fucking bitches.
Yep.
While listening to Sonic's soundtrack.
Never woke up because it wasn't a dream. No. While listening to Sonic soundtrack. Though.
I'm gonna look for the ketamine stash next time I come over.
Nah, that ain't me, man. It was one time, like, you know how everybody's like, well, if you could do anything, you would fly, right? So at one time I knew it was a dream. I just did some kind of Superman ass jump straight up into the air. I remember doing that, looking down, and it like felt like I was on like in like a plane, because you could see just everything was small on the ground. And then I woke up immediately when I realized that it was a dream, and I tried to do something and I did it really quick. I woke up.
Damn.
Like they cut the dream. Like, no, he knows too much. Get out.
There's like a way to like train yourself to do that and like train yourself to lucid dream, but I'm like, that just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah,
and I'm just trying. I'm already tired.
Yeah, the dream was just a surprise. I was sleepy anyway.
I'm gonna forget it anyway in like a day. I don't write shit down in a dream journal. I don't do that. I used to know this girl, and she would keep a tablet underneath her pillow and a Sharpie pen, and then like she would wake up in the middle of the night and remember her dream, so she would like scrawl it down. And she was like, yeah, some nights I'd wake up and I didn't put the cap on, so I just have fucking Sharpie all over me and shit. I'm like, let's just not a good time. Like this is objectively more work than I want to deal with, because then I gotta wake up in the morning. I gotta get the Sharpie off of me as best as I can before I gotta go do shit.
Right.
Like, fuck that. I'm not writing.
Somebody like, what happened to you? Like, man, it's crazy.
You should see the other guy.
The other guy is the Sharpie.
Yeah, that's it.
The Sharpie walks up with just like trying to be incognito. It's just a big marker with a backwards cap.
Yeah, but he's shriveled up and like used because he's all out of ink. Oh man,
that's funny.
Well, maybe it's time to talk about video games.
I guess.
We
gotta talk.
Theme song. We'll see what happens. This is already going splendid.
Well, I mean, it was the sleepy cast, so we had to talk about dreams.
That's true, but I'm also just like, bruh, why do I sound the way I do?
Listen, we can make it we ain't gotta go 2.5 hours.
Watch we do though, because literally that's if you say it, we go for 2 hours.
We don't even have 2.5 hours worth of shit.
But that's the beauty of it.
True.
All right. I'm just looking at news, even though we're not even at the section yet. For some reason, I'm stupid. Level up, gamers, and welcome back. to another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast.
Never
As
should,
always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Ant.
I'm lovely and I'm Ant.
That's Ant. And I'm Chris.
Mike seems like a comfortable, soft pillow right now.
Dude, I can see mine in the background of my fucking camera, and I'm like, bruh, you're looking thick. No.
Don't dream about your pillow.
Yeah. Right back there.
At least know when you wake up, it's not a dream.
True.
You can go on.
No, I'm good. I'm not doing that big mouth shit.
Yeah. That's my shit.
Big mouth, baby. But yeah, as always, you can follow us at savebeforequitting over on Twitter.
Where does this episode fail? Yeah,
that's the end of it. That's it. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube.
Those sleepy titties.
I was gonna do the titty demon, but like, I feel like he's too tired too.
You hit the button. He's like, dog, I'm just way too fucking sleepy. I don't even have the energy.
I clocked out for the day already. Leave me alone.
It's fucking hot.
It is fucking hot. You can also check out our website, savebeforequitting.com, where you can check out some merch designs, our Twitch stream if you want to watch it from there, and our schedule. Also shoot us an email, savebeforequitting@gmail.com. And then most of all, head over to patreon.com /save-4quitting, in which you get 2 extra podcasts a month that are kind of like the intro, pretty much. It's intro extended straight up. This week's episode's pretty good. We actually dove into some more serious topics. Yeah. And talked about some stuff that we kind of needed to get off our chest.
We also helped Chris look for a apartment at the beginning.
Yeah, that happened too. And it fruitless, sadly. But it's fine. That's a 2-year goal. That doesn't mean it has to be done right away. But yeah, so it's a good episode for the first one. Second one will probably be coming at you guys next week. And then after that, you also get the option to be on the podcast for the highest tier. And that'll probably happen not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, I think. I don't know. I'm not looking at a calendar.
It's gonna pretty much seem like the top of the month again, like the other one.
Yeah. Which is we were on Baby Watch 2022, and by we I mean not me. So
you were on it.
Do the math.
You were on it so much you were scared to come over.
Yeah, I was kind of scared a little bit. Now I'm just scared because it's actually here. So I'm like, oh no.
He's gonna see me.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, who the fuck is this pink guy in the house?
It's fine. He saw pink people in the hospital.
That's true. Yeah. But that's about it that we got for social media and shilling. Other than that, Ant, what you been playing in the meantime and watching and all that jazz?
Not much watching, but fuck. I'm sorry.
Watching the back of your fucking eyelids, I see.
I wish. I mean, I have been, but not a lot of it. I have been Steam decking my ass off. Like whenever I get a second, I'm just.
Did we talk about you getting your Steam Deck yet on the podcast?
We did.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh.
Because that was me when I was like, I've been using it, but I haven't played a game on it.
Yeah, that did. Okay, my bad.
I played some stuff on it, mostly just to like test shit out. But I've been putting all those ROMs on there. It's not hard per se, but it's like if you have all the information, yes, it's kind of tedious because transferring them all to it, and then you have to kind of know. I didn't know a lot of shit before I did it. Some things you have to make compatible with Steam Deck. Some emulators need like plugins and BIOS files and system files to make work so that the emulator thinks it's on real hardware. So needless to say, if you go to my YouTube now, it's just fucking Steam Deck videos. It's all Steam Deck videos. But for the most part, I'm pretty much done with that aspect of it. I got
nice.
So far I have all the classic shit. So I got NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, DS, 3DS, PlayStation, PlayStation 3, GameCube, Dreamcast, arcade games. I think that's it.
Sweet. And when you say that you have those on there, you mean you have like the emulators on there and like the actual like emulator itself, not like every game in existence from that, right?
Only certain systems. I like NES, Super NES, Game Boy, well, most of Game Boy, and Genesis. I pretty much have the entire library because those games are smaller files.
Yeah. It's easier to grab all of them too because there's like a set number.
Yeah. And plus, a lot of sites will give you just a pack, like the NES catalog. Boom.
Gotcha.
So for those early systems, I have, you might as well say I have every game.
Sweet.
For the later ones, I kind of have like the best of that system.
Nice.
Or ones I just want, because there's certain, I was like, do I really go and get all the Mario? Do I get all the 3D Mario games when I have them all? Like, I have them on my Switch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's like, do I want to download those again? Am I going to play them again on here?
Probably.
Yeah, I might. But in the moment, I was like, this isn't a priority right now.
Yeah.
So certain systems, I just got shit I wanted.
All right.
Like GameCube, I got Sonic Adventure 2, the Metal Gear Solid port they put there, Soul Calibur 2. Like games that like I haven't played this in a while, and I want this version of it.
All right. Nice.
So I have a whole bunch of that. I was testing a whole bunch of shit out on there. So I played the Sonic Adventure games. I tested the Switch emulator out. So I was playing I put Cuphead on there. I put Donkey Kong Country, one of those Donkey Kong Country games that they ported from Wii U. What else? That Electhead game that was on that presentation. What was it? I think an Nindies presentation.
What is it called?
Electhead. You're the little gold electric dude, and it's like a platformer.
I'll look up as you're talking about it.
Yeah, it was on one of those presentations, those Nintendo indie presentations that were like, oh, this is one of the okay looking games that was on it, but it wasn't all that great of a presentation.
Oh yeah. It's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, so
yo, that shit's fun. I was playing that. I got that.
It's only $6.
Tis. I didn't know that part.
I'm gonna buy that.
Just fun. What else? So that's all for that. I'll just tested a bunch of like PS1 games out just to make sure they work. I played the Spider-Man. I sent you the Spider-Man video.
Dude. I texted you this morning from work because I was in office today. Yeah. I forgot my earbuds. I didn't realize I had my headphones in my bag, but for some reason my brain was just playing the main menu theme from Spider-Man 1 for like a full hour. Like I'm doing my work and like the only thing that I can hear is and it just like it has like that little skip at the end where it's like the end of the song and then it cuts back in. Yeah. And I'm like, why? And it wouldn't stop.
That's probably why. Because the clip I sent you was just that.
Baby. Fuck. Sorry.
So I apologize.
It was a good time.
It was. So I played that for a second. Like I'm just testing shit out. But I did actually put some Steam games on it. So I finally went and got Resident Evil 4. I got Resident Evil 2 Remake. I got Rogue Legacy 2.
Sweet.
I just straight up bought and put in my Steam library. Tested those out.
You should get
work. What?
You should get Rocket League.
I think I had that on PlayStation.
You should get it on Steam.
Okay. I've never played it.
In a second. We'll get to it.
So I'm not just putting ROMs on it. I'm actually getting things legit. Because there's certain games where I was like, I don't want to I want to play the actual version. I don't want to feel like jumping through the hoops to get it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Plus the day after, I think we were all talking on Discord. I was like, I want to get Resident Evil on there, blah, 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 blah. Like the day after that, Steam had a Resident Evil sale. I was like, well, I guess I better get these right now.
You talked it into existence.
Pretty much. But other than that, that's all I've been doing game wise.
Nice.
I didn't watch anything. I just watch the back of my eyelids whenever I can.
Yeah, and the new baby. That's about it.
Yeah.
God damn.
About you?
Well, as far as me, right before recording this, I started up a new long form game. I was starting the Mafia series. Starting with the first one. It's included with the PS Plus Premium that I got, so I figured I'd toss that on just as like a something to play in the meantime when I'm trying to figure out things to do and whatnot. So that'll be my next like long-term story one, and then if I like the first one, I'll go to the second, so on, so forth.
Can't talk about it, man.
Fucking, it's a struggle. Other than that, I played a little bit of Rocket League on my Steam Deck with Ryan because he just got his Steam Deck. That's why you should get it. We'll play some threes. And it was very fun. It was funny too because when he and I were playing on PlayStation, we kind of sucked for some reason. To be fair, we were also streaming at the time, like whenever we would play mainly, and we just didn't do well.
Right.
But we used to fucking kick ass when we played on Steam back in the day when he had like a laptop that worked. So now he's got the Steam Deck and I got my Steam Deck, and we're over here. Like, I'm on my Discord right here at my computer, and I'm just like sitting here with my Steam Deck, and we're just fucking winning.
Nice.
Left, right, all over the place. I think we got like one game that we did kind of shitty in, but that was about it. But it's really fun, especially on the handheld version. I like that a little bit more than PlayStation, if I'm being honest. So that was cool. Other than that, I picked up, well, I didn't pick it up because it's also included with the PlayStation Premium Collection, Stray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that came out literally yesterday. I remember I got the notification on my phone when I was working. Stray has now become available from your wish list. And I like ran into my room, set up the download, ready to play. Didn't get to play it till like 9 at night. Streamed it if you guys want to go check that out. It's very cute so far. The gameplay itself is super simplistic. You're literally just going to be spamming the X button a majority of the time that you're playing. Other than that, the puzzle solving is also extremely simple, but it's fun to do. I like the world that it's in. I don't necessarily... I've been seeing some people talk about it. I saw the people at... what's it called? Game Over, Greggy. What's his shit called? Kind of funny. I saw them do their review, and they gave it a 3 out of 5, which I thought was really low. Even though it's like right in the middle. And they were pretty much saying like, it doesn't really make sense, the story they're trying to tell and why it's being told through this cat. Like everything else that happens in this world is really interesting and like the storytelling is cool, but it doesn't make sense why this cat is like doing it. Like,
well, I mean, why does that make the game a 3 though?
I don't know. Like, I kind of got what they were saying. Like, it really doesn't make sense. Like, if you think about it, like when you're the cat, like pretty much spoilers, if you haven't seen the intro or the first 5 minutes of the game, go watch the streamer if you want to play it. You're a cat with your family and you're, maneuvering around in the outside is what it's being called, I guess, so far. And you slip and fall. And you get separated from your family and you go to this underworld area, which is pretty much just like this dome with a bunch of robots and whatnot that I guess the humans originally built to get away from the surface because it got too bad. But then they built robots, and then the robots became more humanoid, XYZ. Now they're more like sentient beings, and they're the humans of this world, I guess. And this cat finds like this little robot. Well, you do, as the cat. And this little robot like goes on your back as like on a little vest, and the robot talks to you and gives you like your mission objectives and like says, hey, let's do this and let's do that. Let's solve this puzzle. For me, I'm already like suspending my disbelief of the situation from the fact that there's all these robots around dressed as humans with like television screen faces. So trying to believe that a cat is listening to this little baby flying robot isn't super hard to believe, but it definitely, in the grand scheme, doesn't make sense why anything is happening in this game at the moment. I've only played like an hour or two. I'm probably gonna wait to play it over on Friday for Figure Friday stream for the rest of it, but I'm not mad at it by any means. It's definitely gorgeous. I think it's really well made. I'm surprised that they gave it pretty much for free if you have premium or this second lower tier. It's like the mid-tier one. You get it for that too. I was very surprised about that. And it's not even on Game Pass at all yet, so that's crazy that this is kind of the first game to be day one on PlayStation Plus Premium. So
it's probably why it's not on Game Pass, because if I was PlayStation and I knew this would be kind of a hit, I'd pay for that exclusivity.
Oh yeah, 100%. But as far as the world building goes, it's building the world really well and like setting up like all the stuff of what happened and whatnot. There's this really cool thing where you'll find like little things around the map that the robot that you have that you're walking around will remember about the old world and like its previous life and shit, because it can't remember what happened before you made it activate again. So that's pretty neat. Trying to think of any other things. There's like enemies that chase you called Zergs or Zerks. I think it's Zerks with a K.
Those little things that try to jump on you.
Yeah, they're literally the head crabs from Half-Life. Like, I swear to God, it's the exact same model, but then instead of it just being like this faceless creature with a mouth on the bottom and like the four legs that jumps at you, it has like this orange eyeball in the middle, or energy. It kind of looks like when you look at like the world and like what it's become. It almost looks like Carnage, like the symbiote is all over buildings and shit, and there's like these little like boils, like orange boils, and it looks like those are the eggs, but the eggs then stay on the face of the face huggers. But it's very Half-Life, like in the way that it is, like it jumps at you and like suctions to you when you're running past them. You have to spam circle to like shake them off as your little cat self, and keep running and like solve puzzles while like they chase you and shit like that, which is pretty interesting. There are a lot of cat features where you'll walk up to a rug and you can hit triangle on it and you can use your haptic triggers and scratch at it, and like you can feel like how hard it is to pull your claws out. Same thing with like drinking water. You can like feel the water through the vibrations. They do really well with that shit.
That's cool.
But yeah, overall, it's pretty cool so far. If you have PlayStation Plus Premium or the middle tier, definitely pick it up because it's free. Other than that, I actually don't know how much it costs off the top of my head, but yeah, I'd say it's a good chill game until like, it gets a little bit hairy in spots.
I hear it's pretty short too. Like it's not like a super long game.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be short. Like I remember I got done at 2 hours. And I just found like another like memory for the little robot, and I was already at like 11%. Like memories were like put back together, and I'm like, bruh, that's a lot for only 2 hours.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say check it out if you can. If not,
Nope.
I think that's all I've been playing in the background. Obviously Fortnite, but I'm not gonna, harp on about Fortnite because it's not much going on at the moment. It's literally the end of the season. I have like 7 more items that I gotta get in the battle pass, and then I'm done. And then just gotta wait for the end of the season pretty much so that I can get the next battle pass. But
it's a fucking drug.
Yeah,
you on that leash.
Listen, man, I've been waiting for them to bring Deadpool back into the game for so long, and they still haven't. They just brought back a bunch of DC characters randomly. There's like 3 different versions of Batman. The Batman who laughs, Beast Boy with a transformation emote that turns into a gorilla, Harley Quinn, Deathstroke, the Flash from the CW show, and I'm just like, the fuck is Deadpool? I just want the base Deadpool. That's it. And haven't put it back in the store, but it's fine. I get it. It'll go back in when the movie comes out or some shit. But I want it now.
They never put Neo in the game.
They never did, no.
We swore that was happening. Yeah. It made so much sense.
I mean, John Wick's in the game, technically.
True.
It's more like the Fortnite version, though. Like, it's not actually Keanu. So.
Keanu must have a thing about, I don't want to be in this game.
Maybe. Never know. But, yeah, that's about all I've been playing. I haven't watched shit. Because anything that I watch just dies. Because of those podcasts that I watched where 3 of them that I started watching are now pretty much done. I would have killed myself. I hate this shit.
Yo, another one of my favorite podcasts ended. Yes, it ended a while ago, but the people who were making the podcast like aren't cool anymore or something. They just split. Fucking Bodega Boys. Jesus and Mero. Fam, I listen to that. I've been listening to them for years. They are fucking hilarious. They're like you don't see one without the other. So to hear the news that like they're not cool or they broke up, it was like heartbreaking. It was like, yo, years of laughs and like it's like hearing like it's like hearing your parents are breaking. I was like, what? What do you mean? We had so many good times together.
But 2 Christmases.
I don't even know if that's happening. Anyway, it was I'm like, what is happening in the media landscape?
Honestly, I do not know, man, but it feels like every single thing that I've started to watch and like is just like falling apart. And I'm like, bro, can we maybe keep it together for me? Specifically
for the kids. Keep it together for the kids.
Yeah. Come on, guys. I know you guys aren't happy, but come on, please.
You're right. Look, we gotta look at it like this. They're all just making room for us.
True. That's true. That's true. Hey guys, we'll never break up.
It made me think of that. I was like, what would have to happen for me to be like, nah, we can't do this shit anymore, man. We reached the highest heights and we make out on our own and everything's what would have to happen? Because the podcast I'm talking about, they started with nothing. Like the reason I was so attached to their show was because when they first started, it was kind of like us. They would come from their shitty jobs. He was like, yo, fuck this shit, man. He's like, I'm about to fucking kill myself. I have to go to work tomorrow. Like they would talk like that. And then they got to deal with Complex. And then they got to deal with, they had a show on Viceland.
Shit.
And then they got to deal with Showtime over a 10-year span. And so I listened to them from when they were just regular guys doing a funny ass podcast to the point where they've made it to like they're super solidified. And then yesterday I go on Twitter and it's just like they've gone their separate ways to pursue things. I was like, what? Not those guys. Years. Not them.
Damn. That sucks.
It made me think like, what the fuck would have to happen?
We'd have to be in our studio apartment where it's a studio and an apartment. And I would have to like bring a lady over. And I would just do it on top of your computer and the sound mixer, messing up all your settings and shit.
And then I still wouldn't be like, fuck you.
Oh, GG.
No. In the moment, I might be
have plans now.
No, you don't. In the moment, I might be like, I might be cursing you out in the moment. Like, what the fuck are you doing? First of all, I don't want
you know what I'm doing.
True. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see this version of you right now. But at least get off the desk. I would just leave and be like, listen, I'm going to leave.
Be in the booth.
I'm going to leave. You're going to finish. I'll see you in a day or 2 or 3.
That's how long it normally takes me, yeah.
Either that or I'm just going to turn a camera around like, well, content.
Everything is content.
You're going to be doing what you're doing. I'm going to be in front of the cam, in front of you. Y'all are going to be doing what y'all doing. I'm going to be in front of y'all in front of a camera. Like, yep, this is happening live. So
welcome to the Twitch stream where we get banned off Twitch.
You know what? You're right. I would just do the audio podcast and just be like, yeah, save before quitting. I'm here. Welcome everybody. And my lovely co-host.
All you hear is just like the background. It sounds like a deli in New York, just meat getting chopped up and slapped, you know?
Just
Sounds like a bowl of mac and cheese.
Just furious fucking in the background.
Furious fucking. That's a podcast title if we could, but it ain't.
But it ain't. And then I would just do an angry 90-minute podcast.
The audacity of this motherfucker. This pink ass motherfucker.
You see guy back here with his bare ass out. I'm just talking
it's not
shit.
that hairy. I was gonna make a bear joke, but it's not hairy. Anyway, the news.
The news.
Brought to you by us.
Yay, us.
Go to savebeforequitting.com to buy merch. Thank you for our sponsors. We appreciate you for sponsoring us. Us. Thank you.
Thanks, us.
Let me scroll back up to see what is first. I think the last thing we talked about last week was Bayonetta 3, if I'm correct?
I think so. Let me get there real quick.
If so, the first one that we got posted here from CLD, who will let us know, the open beta announcement that is starting on July 26th, so next week, for Multiverses, the DC and WB, all that shit in the WB umbrella fighting game. The beta is starting for it. There's already been a bunch of leaked skins for some of the characters and whatnot. Over on TikTok, a lot of people are posting about it. There's a couple really cool Superman ones. They did like regular Superman. I think there's like the Gold God version of him where he's just like all golden as if he is a sun. And then there was the Golden Age like cartoon, like the old ass cartoon, like the first one, not the like the Justice League one. So that was pretty neat. And then there's a couple Batmans. Shaggy gets a couple skins as well that were leaked, where he's like a karate guy, and then there's like a 70s type looking one where he's got a fro, which is pretty neat. But I'm looking forward to this game. I know I won't be good at it by any means, but if I play by myself and against bots, I'll be good. I'm
looking forward to playing this game
and beating me.
Yeah, will yet to be seen. We'll see. Because it ain't. I gotta go into these games like this isn't Smash Brothers. You never.
I feel like this one's closer to Smash than the Nicktoons one's gonna be. This one seems like way more close to Smash from like the gameplay and stuff that's been posted online.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know about control wise, but to be fair, you can remap controllers. That's the thing that you can do.
We have the technology.
Yes. Yeah, Multiverses. Check that out next week. Maybe we'll stream it a bit if Ian's got some free time away from Un Babe.
We got it. We got this. I'll make it happen. Next up, Nintendo buys an animation studio and will name it Nintendo Pictures.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost surprising that this just happened.
Yeah.
Nintendo seems like a company like this should have happened in like the 90s.
I'm surprised there hasn't been like straight up Nintendo cartoons for kids in general, like with Nintendo characters and shit. Like imagine how many like cartoons and offshoots you could make just from like the Mario universe. Like you could have a Wario show, you could have the Mario show, you could have the Peach show, and then like they would all like technically be in the same world but exist separately for different audiences, and it would just work so fucking well.
Like I remember them having the like a Mario show in the 90s.
Oh yeah, that like 2D animated one.
Yeah, I don't think it was made by Nintendo. Like I think obviously that's their property, but I don't think they themselves made it. Like an animation studio made it. I remember there being the Mario 2 cartoon. There was a Mario 3, a Mario World cartoon. There was a Zelda cartoon. Like I remember all that, but they were like, they didn't have the Nintendo like TLC to them. You could tell they just like they let somebody have the license and they just made some cash grab cartoon.
Yeah,
like they're classics in a sense that they were out. They were the only ones, and they were out at a time when I was a kid, so people remember them fondly. But they're kind of rough if you go back and watch them. Like today, it's like,
That'd be cool to see what they do with this. I'm sure this isn't going to do with the movie at all, but maybe depending on how the Mario movie does, would then differentiate if they're going to stick with. I think they're with Illumination or Sony. Which one are they with? Illumination Minions guys. The fucking Minions are being made by. It's being made by the same people that make Minions. That's just mind fucky to me. And I feel like there's going to be a Minions meme in the Mario movie.
I really hope not.
You know how fucking popular the Minions are in Japan. So, like, which is hilarious because of Rabbids being Minions before Minions, but whatever.
True. No one acknowledges that. I think that the only Minions I want to see in the Mario movie is when they just show the Illumination logo.
They do Illumination.
Yeah, that should be it.
Yeah. They should hire us to do that.
And then Wario should come on screen and just punch the shit out of the Minions.
No, he should fart.
There you go.
And then they all run away or die. Die, preferably.
Or die.
I want them to die.
Going off of what you said, how they have, you don't understand how they haven't made any short like cartoons for kids. I could 100% see this Mario movie having some kind of animated short before it, like a little Kirby cartoon or a Pikmin cartoon or something like that. Now that they have their animation studio, but Yoshi might be in the movie.
I mean, I think he's confirmed to be in the movie.
He is?
So. I could be wrong, but I think he's confirmed.
Chris Pratt voices Yoshi too.
Kill me.
He's
just Yoshi.
He just says,
like, cool, dude. Thanks. You ruined everything. As at that point, Yida is going to be disbanded on purpose.
True.
And you won't even have to say shit. You'll just point at the screen and be like, guys, you still support this shit? And they're both going to be like, yeah, you right.
I just want Mario to be riding Yoshi. And he has to jump to another ledge and he can't make it. And in the movie, they make it super dramatic. And he looks down at Yoshi.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my friend. And he fucking jumps off. But Yoshi's okay with it. Like he does one of those honorable death things. Like
he just like falls, like just full salute, slowly falling away. God damn.
But I could see them having some kind of animated short before the movie. Like
that'd be cool.
Like Pixar used to have those shorts before.
Yeah.
Movie. Like I could see them doing that.
Oh yeah.
That would be pretty cool. So yeah. Still waiting on that trailer, that Mario trailer.
That could randomly show up any day, and I'm not excited for it, but we'll see when it happens. Next up, PlayStation Stars, a new loyalty program announced by Sony and PlayStation for PlayStation Uners. Uners.
Get it together, man. Come on.
I'm going to need to come over your house because it's 2 stories so I can jump from the fake second story. It doesn't exist in my brain. It's free to join. You get rewards by completing campaigns, activities, and trophies. Loyalty points can be redeemed for PSN wallet funds, for example, launching later this year. An addendum, the reward system details, PS Plus subscribers will earn additional points to spend in the PS Store. Redeemable standalone games, DLCs, collectibles, which keep that in mind, and more in the future. Monthly check-in campaign, unique special reward for the first player to get a platinum in their region as well for different games. So that's pretty neat. So to go further in that, the first person to reach platinum in their region by completing all in-game achievements in a blockbuster title in a local time zone will also receive a reward precluding others from winning it. The company would work to minimize fraudulent activities so that they won't give it to, people who are cheating to get that.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. But the thing to get hung up on is the word collectibles. So spending digital currency on digital collectibles. Does that sound familiar to anybody?
The thing everybody hates. Why am I
can do it. Blue Skidoo NFT.
NFT. Why? I'm sleepy.
Yeah. So
But
people,
Sony came out and like hammered down like, yo, weird, it is not NFTs.
yes, Sony had to come forward and say they are not NFTs because people heard the word collectibles and took that and ran. Like, this is NFTs. This is Sony getting into NFTs. This is bullshit. Never getting a fucking PlayStation again. You know, the drama queens of the world. And they literally just came out like, we don't think that NFTs are really that great right now, especially with the way that they're done with blockchain resourcing not being the most environmentally friendly. Also, just overall, it not being a very marketable. What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Market? Not marketable market. That sounds stupid. Not a very secure market. That's the one I was looking for. So they don't want to dive headfirst into that with it being so young,
right?
And it not being as flushed out as they would want it to be. So that's at least nice. I am curious to see what these digital collectibles are. It kind of reminds me of the Funko app that you can get on the App Store, where you can pretty much collect digital Funko Pops instead of physical ones. I don't believe they're considered to be NFTs because it's just on the app. And the only thing that's really cool about it is like if you get like a pop of a certain character, it like animates. So like if you get a Spider-Man, it'll like jump out of the box and swing around and then do the 3-point landing and then do the pose. That's the main pose. And it kind of adds a little bit of extra collecting to it. Yeah. I mean, you don't get the actual Funko Pop that exists. So like if you get like, I don't know, like say you get the Amazing Spider-Man one in the app, doesn't mean that you get the real one in the real world or some shit. You know, it's just like, here's a cool collectible only on this app. Kind of like Pokemon Go. Yeah. But
this just comes off to me as they're like the meta trophies. Like trophies without playing. Trophies you get for getting trophies in the game. Just layers of that. Not that I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that's what it sounds like.
It's like a more flushed out version of what Nintendo did.
Yeah, they got their
with like
home
the games
platinum
and shit.
Points and everything you can get. Yeah, it's pretty much that, but PlayStation version.
But better, I would say.
Yeah.
It seems better so far. Like it's more flushed out as opposed to Nintendo, where Nintendo's just like, you can get a bookmark for buying 80 games. You know, like fuck them.
It kind of like they come in handy sometimes. Like if you buy enough shit on the Nintendo's eShop, you'll get points that'll take money off of future purchases. So I've gone in there and I've gotten like, I don't know, like $10 off before because I made all these purchases and never used the points.
Buy 20 games, get $10 off one. That's still $60.
Pretty much.
But yeah. So keep an eye out for that. PlayStation Stars.
Skate 4 is officially called Skate, and it will be free to play with both cross play and cross progression. People who love the Skate games have been waiting patiently for Skate 4 for years, and pretty much a rebranding, a restart, making it free to play, sticking with the name Skate, and pretty much a platform now.
I saw some like preliminary work on it on TikTok, like some dev footage. It looks really cool. Some of the shit that you can do in this game, like you can like jump off your board, run on the wall, parkour style, jump out of a window, and then land on your skateboard and shit.
See all of that.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Custom characterizations as well too. You can also, I think you can also hit people with your skateboard as well. Like and knock people out, but not like fully. Like it's one of the. It's like kind of like what's the one game that everyone likes? It's like that party game with like the dudes. I played it with Trenton that one time. It was on Xbox, I think. He likes it a lot. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It has the train level.
Oh fuck. Gang Beasts? Not Gang Beasts. It is Gang Beasts?
Yeah, because like when you knock someone out, they're just knocked out for a second and eventually they'll stand up. I think that's kind of what you can do in this. Don't quote me, but it looked like you could definitely like, you know, take your board up and just like wham someone across the head and then, you know, they go flying and then stand back up. But here we are. hopefully, I would like for that to be a thing. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love like like you just skate around and then some random dude who's just trying to grief everybody in the world just runs at you head first and ruins your grind. That'd be hilarious.
Just immediately fucks all your shit up.
Oh yeah. Trying to get like the platinum trophy by getting like the longest grind by falling this whole entire like rail or something, but then some guy's just standing at the end just like, you ain't getting that trophy, and just headbutts you
immediately.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun. Be a good time.
I think so. What is up after that?
Up next after that, Frankie sent over a lawsuit that is happening with PlayStation for a PS5 defect. Class action lawsuit filing. A PlayStation 5 owner accused Sony of hiding a defect that causes the system to crash during gameplay. Let me scroll back down a little bit. So, in a class action lawsuit filing, plaintiff, whatever this person's name is, I'm not going to say it because I don't care enough to, accuses Sony of avoiding disclosing a defect that supposedly causes the system to shut down during gameplay, resulting in lost progress. The suit alleges that Sony is not only aware of the problem, but also has knowingly sold millions of PS5s with the same issue. As a result, the plaintiff's lawsuit filing aims to have Sony pay damages as a punishment for the alleged inaction. If the suit is founded in truth, it means a large portion of PS5 owners must suffer from the issue, and Sony has not acted to solve it in any way. However, reports on the issue seem scarce, and while the PS5 suffered from stability issues around launch, a lot of the problems were fixed with updates and system software. Some specific games would also cause issues, but generally, such games would receive patches. For issues to persist across so many updates and that have fixed other problems would be exceedingly unlikely, but it's also possible that more recent update introduced a problem for this person. Damn. So this dude is straight up, suing because a game didn't work or crashed and lost progress. Apparently Sony's already getting sued previously from another class action lawsuit about stick drift defects in DualSense controllers. Pretty much someone was saying that the adaptive triggers break easily, and there's problems with the console's rest modes. So Sony's no stranger to class action lawsuits, but
not at all.
I personally have never had any issues like that.
Neither have I.
I know it's just two of us, but at the same time, definitely seems like whatever this person was doing or whatever game they were playing specifically had a bug in it and was causing the thing to happen. Now they're just trying to get a quick buck out of Sony through this class action lawsuit, which, I mean, I'm not mad at it because I'm like, Sony's a big enough company that, if I were to want to go file a lawsuit against them and I were to win and I were to get a bunch of money, it wouldn't mean shit to them. Like
even if they just settled, you'd get some money in.
Yeah. Right. Like nothing matters. So it's kind of like the thing where it's like, fuck it. If you're going to go to a big outlet store or some shit like that, like it's the man. You can take from the man. You go to a Chipotle, you leave with the Tabasco sauce. You do not leave paying for the Tabasco sauce. You take that with you. Fuck Chipotle. The workers don't care. Take the fucking sauce.
I feel like there's a deeper story here with you and the sauce in Chipotle.
Fuck the man, yo.
Did the Chipotle man touch you in the no-no spot?
No. Well, I mean, my wallet. And then not in the wallet of their workers. So fuck them. I'm stealing their Tabasco.
That'll show them.
Not like that's going to change anything. That's not the reason that their workers don't get paid more. True. Even their workers steal the Tabasco. I know two people that have done that.
Tabasco sauces, bitches.
I have a lifetime supply of Tabasco from Chipotle specifically. Just go to 7 Chipotles in a day and you'll never have to get Tabasco again. But yeah, class action lawsuit. I highly doubt anything will come from this. Obviously, if anything more comes from it and you guys want us to talk about it, definitely toss it in the Discord and we'll look at that and make a note of it. But
yeah,
with the the stick drift one, I highly doubt anything's gonna come from it, especially with like companies like fucking Nintendo, where like it's known that they have a stick drift, and
it's bad.
It's bad to the point where they sell kits to fix it online. Like, bruh, like they're not getting sued. Come on, Sony's not gonna really. First of all, they don't have to worry in the first place, but I highly doubt this goes anywhere for this person who's doing this class action lawsuit. So, but we'll see though.
Lego is making a throwback Atari console Lego set.
Yeah, it's cool. Comes with the different games and shit, and there's like a little set on the side as well, whereas like minifigs that are playing in an arcade.
Yeah, CLD put this in the chat. It's pretty dope. Lego strikes again.
Yeah,
that's a surprised.
I wanted to get the N64 one. I thought that one was really cool because it like actually played on a TV.
Not N64. 64 one?
No, NES. I said 64 because my brain is stupid, and I'm extremely tired. But the NES one where like it was Mario and like you could roll the level of 1-1, and like there's that little clear piece where you could move Mario up and down to play the actual level. That was really cool. I like that a lot.
That is pretty cool and creative.
Hell yeah!
You're doing a bang up job over there at Lego.
After that, here's some uncensored pussy. Go to our Discord. You'll understand that.
Yeah, go to our Discord. You'll see a whole bunch of not a whole bunch, but you'll see some uncensored pussy on Discord. More specifically,
it's funny because it's not false advertising.
More specifically, it was on the 19th of July.
Yeah,
that's when the uncensored pussy was posted. So
hell yeah,
go to Discord to see what we're talking about. What's next? Tekken Bloodline premieres August 18th, which is you sent me this. It's an anime, Tekken anime. What was it on?
Let me check real quick because I'm not sure the actual location of where it's going to be. I watched the trailer and I liked the way that it looked, but I'm also like, I'm not much of a Tekken guy.
Yeah.
Like the characters look interesting. I love the way that what's his name looks, King. Because he's like a pro wrestler with a fucking jaguar head. That's cool. I need a toy of it. But it's on Netflix, yes. The trailer looks pretty good from what it is. I mean, will I watch it? Probably.
Tekken has so much lore that they could easily make this like a dope ass anime.
Oh yeah. It looks really cool. It looks like they're kind of mixing in some 3D with the 2D, how they did with like Dragon Ball and shit. If I
gotta watch it.
I could be mistaken, but it looks pretty cool from what they showed. It comes out on the 18th of August, so like a month from now, so not too far away. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I mean, Netflix's game like content so far with like Arcane, I already love that. I don't give a single fuck about League of Legends, so never will. But that show is phenomenal. And then I don't give a single fuck about Tekken. Castlevania. I've never played a Castlevania, and I love that show.
Right. Resident Evil now, that latest Resident Evil thing got amazing reviews. I haven't
watched the one
with
the live action one or the animated one?
Live action one. No. Well, it just came out.
Yeah, the live action one with what's his name's in it. And there's been like some weird. I forget the fuck.
It is the live action. You're right.
What's his name? He's like the voice of Zavala in Destiny 2, and he's in John Wick. He's the guy at the desk of the hotel, Mr. Wick.
Yeah, I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about though.
He's in it, and apparently he plays a character. And this is like a discussion that's going around, and I don't understand it because I don't know Resident Evil. But apparently the character he's playing is originally like a white dude, and people are like, why the fuck would you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's what I was saying. And then I saw like a whole entire, like at first it was just like a bunch of like, you know, sweaty white dudes because that's just the way it is normally. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You guys are just being abysmal and very much racist. And then I see a second video and it's a podcast of just a bunch of black dudes and they're saying the same thing. And I'm like, wait, is this actually an issue then? Like that they should have not cast him? I'm confused now. Because it's like more than just the stereotypical people hating on it, you know?
Because now it's like, is there more to it than we know then? Because I don't get the big deal.
I don't know Resident Evil enough to like know this character that he's playing. I know I like him as an actor. I love him in John Wick. He's a great voice actor in Destiny 2, in that franchise. So like I don't care anything that he's in. I'm like, yeah, sure, I like you. But apparently it's more than meets the eye.
You gotta put that sound in there.
Yeah. There you go. I don't even need to put it in because I did it so well.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between you and the actual noise.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what that's about with the Resident Evil show and why people are saying that. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe there's more to this than we know, and we'll come back to it next week. Unless any of y'all have heard anything about it, let us know if you have, because maybe I'll see if I can find those TikToks that I saw. Because like, it was very funny because it was back to back on my For You page. It was like the first one was like these like, well, actually, he's this character in the game, and then I was like, you guys are abysmal, and I don't know why you're on my For You page besides the fact that this is a video game.
You are in fact not for me.
Yes, and I scroll again, same topic, and then it's like, I'm like, you guys definitely don't seem like you'd be saying the same thing as the guys. Like, this is weird coming from the same people.
That actor must have did some shit we don't know about.
I don't know. Meanwhile, this whole time he's been like kicking puppies.
Yeah.
Like fucking, I don't know, dude.
We just sound ignorant as shit. Like, what did he do?
What's going on? What's the problem? I like him. He's cool.
He's on the run from the law for the most heinous acts.
Right. Fuck they. I don't know. But moving on from that, Discord voice chat is coming to Xbox consoles. The fuck Discord and PlayStation deal?
Last I heard, that deal was still a thing. So, I mean, not to say that Discord can't come to Xbox, even though PlayStation has the deal. It's just that you would have expected the PlayStation launch of Discord before anywhere else.
That's what I've been waiting for so long, because I love using Discord more than I like using the PlayStation in-game chat or like the PlayStation parties, because they're just annoying. They're not seamless and easy to use, as opposed to Discord, where I can just be like, oh, I need to go to this server in this channel, and there we go. Voice channel, boom, I'm there. And then there's a group of people. Cool. Now we're all here in this giant fucking lobby just talking, and we have to leave the whole lobby to leave. Or you could just straight up call people as well. Right. You don't have to do the lobbies in the server. It's just easier as a whole, as a communication service.
Right.
But I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't know.
Oh, did I tell you I learned a new Discord, like a new term?
No.
So I was at my cousin's birthday party on Saturday. It was more just like a dinner. And I have two younger cousins, twins, girls, and they were discussing about how apparently they're using a dude on Discord to buy them games. Like some guys like buying them games with like his credit card information and shit, but they're straight up just using this guy because like he's kind of creepy, and they're like, well, fuck him, he's being creepy, so we're gonna use him for games. And I'm like, okay, I see you, good play, cool, get some fucking games out of it, whatever, right? As long as you're not, doing anything sus. And fucking my cousin Alex brings up, he's like, yeah, they're fucking Discord kittens. What? And apparently that's a term. Discord kittens.
Well, if you ain't heard of it, you know I haven't heard of it.
Well, that was the thing, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And my uncle's like, my video game uncle is like, and that's how you know you're old. And I'm like, first of all, I know I'm old. I fucking every time that I stand up, it's fine. But like knowing what a Discord kitten itself is hilarious to me. I would like to do a little experiment. Can you please, since I can't do it on my screen, look up Discord kitten on Urban Dictionary and read out the actual definition of this to the audience of nerdy gamer people here.
Got it.
This is science, if anyone else knows this. Would love to see your reaction to this.
Hold on. There's multiple definitions of this.
Are there? I only saw one when I looked it up. Let me just double check it.
First of all, there's one that like a literal kitten.
Here, let me send you the link specifically, just so that we know what we're looking at. All of us together.
Okay, all right.
We're a team here. Here you go. Send you the link.
This is what I was just looking at.
How is there multiple definitions? There's not only one on this page.
The first, a man shall name, that one.
Yeah, that's the one. The one. Yeah.
A man shall name the opposite sex, such as known an underage girl. Once the individual identified the opposite sex, his Discord kitten, the man will provide with his kitten with nitro every time she pleases. Hold on. Example given. Hold on. I got to unmute this asshole talking to me. Wait. That's not.
One more down. It's the actual example.
My bad,
I don't know what that one is.
I don't get what that shit is either.
Yeah.
Example. Discord kitten, shall we go to a private voice channel? Says the dirty, old, musty 50-year-old grandpa diaper wearing ass. Ooh.
So apparently, my cousin Alex called my younger cousins that. They're Discord kittens, but they're using this dude. So that's a thing that exists, and we all learn that together.
A Discord kitten is a person who will meow meow for nitro. What? For nitro. Yeah. Dream is Quackity's Discord kitten. He is such a little meow meow. Quackity likes to collect Discord. I feel like I'm talking a different language.
Yeah. Apparently, it's pretty much like an underage girl that will like do, like the cringy woo bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like anime girl, but like cringier. Like anime girl is different because like if it's an anime, it's not cringy. It's like it's its own thing. But if you do that outside of anime and you're doing it on like in like a non, what's the sarcastic, I guess, way where like I could be like ooh, and like it's like I know that I'm saying that to be funny. Yeah. Or to like make fun of the situation of what it is, as opposed to seriously being like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm saying ooh woo.
Ooh to the woo, bitch.
Yeah, But
a Discord kitten is a female or even a male who is submissive over a moderator and meows for them. I have 4,983 kittens in my basement and I make them meow to me day and night. That's the example. Another example, Look at that guy. He has a Discord kitten protecting him.
So now,
what
the hilarious part about all these definitions so far is that it's definitely giving you a straight up like answer of what this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the definition you just read was definitely written by a person who thinks that this is a funny situation, right? The one right below it is definitely written by a person that has Discord kittens. Says, a Discord kitten is a humble, sweet, adorable, lovable, and goofy, crazy little kitty. :3. Basically, as a certified Discord kitten, my job is to please each and every Discord admin that crosses my path, making sure they leave feeling an immense amount of pleasure. If you fail at that job, you will have to make up with that admin that you upset in whatever way they desire. There's a lot more I could say, but this is just a basic synopsis.
They are known for Discord owner, admins, or mod stereotypes are known for having Discord kittens. Discord kittens are the mod's little baby in full icky sexualization. The mod will only refer to the kitten as such, and the kitten will only refer to the mod as daddy or master. The kitten also will only speak in uwu voice and act like a sexualized almost child. It's weird, icky, and funny as shit to make fun of. Somebody's memeing the whole thing. Mod, how's my little Discord kitten going? Kitten, I'm doing okay, daddy.
It's bad. But Xbox is getting Discord.
Mad kittens there.
Mad kittens. Stray, buy it now.
Exactly. Full circle.
Yeah, right. But other than that news story, I don't know if there's many more that we got on
That was it.
the deck. Let me just double check our source. If there's anything else that are coming out. I did send over No More Heroes 3 for PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One. Launches October 11th in North America. I'm tempted about buying No More Heroes over on Steam because I've always wanted to play that game, but I never had a chance to. So I might do a playthrough on Twitch for funsies. Other than that, I think that's about all we got in the news department. So let's check out and see what you guys were asking over in the Discord in the questions section for podcast questions. If you would like to ask a question on the podcast, head to our Discord in the social media links in our bio, and then you can join up. Don't be an asshole, and then join in the conversation.
Don't be an asshole. That's
the one rule. But what did we get in the question sections?
Quite frankly, ask if you had $40,000 just to spend on buying stock in a video game company, which company and what change would you bring on? Is $40,000 enough to buy in and make changes to the company?
I don't know about making changes, but definitely to have a voice towards changes, if that makes sense.
Good question. What company and what changes? Good question. I feel like I should have thought of this before we did the show.
I mean, my safe answer is Insomniac. For like, just because I would want to be a part of them. I don't know if there'd be many changes I would make or like try to suggest for them, just because I feel like Insomniac and what's the other fucking company that we suck off?
The
to make Titanfall. Respawn. Those two companies are two companies. You know what? Fuck it. Respawn is who's getting my money, and we're getting Titanfall 3, motherfuckers. We're getting fucking Titanfall 3 ASAP. Apparently, it's rumored right now that we're getting like a single player campaign for Apex. Like, no.
Which could
make Titanfall 3
be Titanfall. They never said it wasn't Titanfall 3, but the guy said they're not working on it right. I feel like we're going to get Titanfall 3 sooner than we know.
I need confirmation that we will get a Titanfall 3. That's all I need personally.
They're going out of their way to not confirm any of that shit too.
Which is the thing that sucks ass. Like,
it's because they make money off I think Apex went further than Titanfall went, and now they're just following the money.
I'm also confused too because like I don't know what state Apex is in because I haven't played it in so long, and I just don't want to because it's just become something that I'm not a fan of as of this moment. Like, I love the game. I just can't personally play it. And then the mobile version of the game just came out like maybe like 3-4 months ago. And that's got 2 new heroes in it. And they're like promoting the fuck out of it. Like, there's a new hero coming out. It's the first Korean character in the game. And like everyone's freaking out about it. She looks cool as fucking shit. And I'm like, why aren't you in the main game? Because that would be something to get me to go back and play that. But no, let's not do that because that makes too much sense.
So you're pretty much giving Respawn the money just so they can get their shit together. Like, listen, get your shit together. You just walk in. And, who's this guy? Like, I'm the new stockholder.
Yeah, I'm the stockholder.
Here's what we're doing. Get your shit together.
Fix Apex. I don't know what's wrong with it. Just fucking fix it. Because I can't put my finger on it, and I don't know why. Maybe I just suck. But at the same time, I don't think that's what it is. Because like it feels like a different game now. And that's just whatever. Fix the shit. Make the mobile version into the main version because the mobile version's fun. Mobile version is fun as shit. You can do third person in it, and I like that. Do that in the main game. Give me third person option. And then also make Titanfall 3. That's it. I want a Titanfall 3 game, and then I also want like a Miles Morales type game that's in between connecting Apex to the Titanfall universe directly. Use the character of Valkyrie, who's literally the daughter of one of the dudes that you kill in Titanfall 2. Use that to like merge it over, and then bada bing, bada boom.
I will say, once new Titanfall comes out, it's going to be crazy, especially given how much the Apex thing has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
And if they put all that work also into to make a new generation Titanfall game with everything they've learned, then Titanfall 3 is going to be ridiculous.
I can't even imagine how good that game will be, just from the multiplayer standpoint. Like, I already know that they can do story well because they're already doing it with Apex. Like, they're continuing the lore and it's great. But like, with all the shit that they know now, moving forward and like telling the story further, dude, I it's so good. And the way that they ended 2, it sets it up beautifully for a third one. Like, it's just, oh God, I don't know. That I would say Respawn, Insomniac, just because I'd be like, I want to be a part of this. That's it. But Respawn, just tell them to fucking make Titanfall 3.
I'm of two minds. I could go with my cliche that everybody knows I'm going to say. I'm like, I'm going Nintendo. You make me another Star Fox and Mario RPG 2. But I, first of all, you would need more than $40,000 to make that. And also, I just don't think I would. All right, two things. I would give it to Nintendo, but I would tell them to buy certain indie companies. There's no reason, not no reason, I'm sure they have their reasons, but I feel like Nintendo should own Shovel Knight and make that into a full-fledged Nintendo, like really flesh him out and give him a universe. But I also think they should, I think Nintendo should buy that. I think they could buy Hollow Knight and they could buy, I had him, Hades. And the reason I say that is because they blew up so well on Switch. I mean, obviously they're on Steam and everything too, but they blew up so well on Switch that Nintendo can get, I feel like they can get it on the ground floor. And honestly, as someone who's been a fan of them forever, I think they could use new characters, like add some people to your roster. I mean, they've added the Fire Emblem stuff and Splatoon and who else? I guess Arms, but nobody cares about that shit.
Fuck Arms.
Exactly. When's Legs coming out? I think
right after Dicks.
Can you imagine? This stretchy. All right, that's for the Patreon. The Dick Show.
You have a spring dick?
Spring dick. Ladies.
Spring this dick up your ass. Motherfucker.
I see why you fail on Tinder now.
I do too.
All right. I think they need to bring these beloved indie characters that people love into the fold. I feel like right now, Xbox is doing their thing with Game Pass. And they have like Master Chief and Gears and Forza. They're 3 characters. They could honestly do the same thing, but they got their new, they didn't acquired all these companies. So they're doing their thing. PlayStation first party, they have a almost flawless stable of first party characters and games. Nintendo, I feel like they stick to their tried and true. It puts food on the table. Like, they get their money, obviously. They get it 100-fold, which is Mario and Zelda alone. But I think it's time for them to, like, all right, bring some new respectable characters into the fold. I think they need to go back to like their SNES kind of 64 days where they were a little bit more risky.
Yeah.
And even if you feel like they don't fit like the Nintendo fold, I'm sure they look at Hades and be like, oh, that's a little risque for us right now. But like, no, y'all need to do that. Like, I feel like they can do that. I feel like these indies that people love so much, you bring them into Nintendo, and I feel like people will follow those characters. Just Shovel Knight, Hades, and Hollow Knight alone have humongous audiences. To the point where if you bought those companies, you're bringing huge audiences with you. And Nintendo has the wherewithal to really flesh their stories out, give them actual like big stories, and on a level of a Mario and Zelda, and just make them huge branching things. They could still have their like indie looking games, but you could give them like 3D games. You could really make these characters something, and then it would make, like, you know how we're always like, well, what's the next Smash going to be?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you bring new characters in and you kind of start from the beginning again, but then you have these new properties.
That would work.
Nintendo plays it super duper safe, and I just want them to be risky. On the other side, though, I'd give that $40K to those indie companies to blow those properties up even more. I'd also like to give $40K to either Tribute Games or .mu, the people who made Streets of Rage 4 and Turtles.
Oh yeah.
Make that, like, I think those companies could usher in the arcades again.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Like, what if you gave them the money and arcades literally made a comeback? Obviously, COVID pending, obviously, but like, and you can start off small. You just put Streets of Rage and you put Shredder's Revenge. You just make them full-fledged arcade machines.
Hell yeah. It'd be cool if they made them into like those big ones too, like the Pac-Man, but it's just like a big screen TV with like standing room only, but each person gets their own space, kind of like the Pac-Man one.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, I think that should be dope. I 40K, obviously, that's probably one game, but still, I think they could. I think there's potential there for that.
Yeah. What's the next game that you want them to make if they were to make like a new game based on a property?
Oh, they got to go X-Men or Simpsons, like the classic arcade beat 'em ups. Like you did Turtles. Now it's like, now do the Simpsons arcade game, do the X-Men arcade game. You're clearly the guys. Like, you guys
for beat 'em up type shit.
Yeah.
Curious if there's any games that I'd want them to, because like, have they made anything other than beat 'em up shit?
Well, Tribute Games, who made Turtles, made that game I beat on stream. The indie game I beat that was hard as hell.
The knife one, where you like throw the knife at the wall and then you teleport to it.
No. The dude who had the electric whip.
Oh yeah, I forget what that was called.
They made that. I mean, I'm sure they've made other shit, but those are the two games I know they made.
I was thinking they should make a comeback of Earthworm Jim.
I can see that, but you got.
I just want the character back because I think he's plucky and goofy, and he kind of just died to time. If that makes sense. And like, I'll, every once in a while, I'll just like go somewhere like a thrift store or something, and I'll see like an Earthworm Jim fucking character on like the pegs, and I'm like, man, what happened to Earthworm Jim?
They tried to bring him back, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim was like a cult following. I like the first two games.
I personally have never played any Earthworm Jim. I just love the character design.
Maybe I'll play that on a stream today, Earthworm Jim.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, there's other answers to this question, but those are the one that spring to mind. I think Nintendo should buy indies, just straight up buy the companies
with your money,
with my money, and just expand the umbrella. Like, it's time. I'm ready to see the Mario stand next to other characters. Like, and y'all ain't doing shit with a lot of these characters. Like, y'all ain't doing shit with Star Fox. Y'all ain't doing shit with F-Zero. Y'all ain't doing shit with Kid Icarus. Like, just, all right, if y'all not gonna do anything, then expand the roster.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So second question that we got, and then we'll wrap this up because we're almost at 2 hours. because we said we weren't going to get the 2 hours, but then we did.
Yeah, we did.
This is what happens. Second one, the first part of the question was about the game Dishonored. I've never played Dishonored. I don't know if you have.
Never.
Cool. So there's a second part if we haven't played Dishonored, so that's cool. From Uniga, if y'all haven't played it, what do you think of those types of single player games that give you multiple endings based on playstyles? There's another one, but we'll just do that one because time. I like it a lot.
I like it, but if you're going to give me multiple endings based on how I play the game, I want the game to not be 50, 60 hours.
That goes against my reasoning, but yes. Red Dead 2, yo.
I know, but I don't know. I think that's a special case. Of course, you expect a Rockstar game to be 50, 60 hours. Like, if I have to play through the entire thing from the beginning again.
Oh yeah, fuck that. No,
that's what I mean. Like, I don't.
No, you make multiple save files. That's what you do.
You say play styles. I'm thinking like throughout the game.
I mean, most games like that, they'll like, at least for even Red Dead, they're at the very end. There's like 6 or 7 missions where like you get like, let's just say like the good and bad meter. Like there are choices. Like there's a lady that you've pretty much took debts from this whole time. You can either A, tell her to go fuck herself, or B, help her get back on her feet after you killed her husband and she became like a prostitute. Mm-hmm. And you just give her money to run away with her son and actually go live somewhere. You do the nice thing, it gives you like a shit ton of nice whatnot. But if you do the other thing, you go super evil. Like you can go the whole game just randomly shooting people in the back of the head. But then at the end of the game, if you're just like, oh man, I feel bad for all the things I've done.
They give you that, and then you start giving money.
Yeah, and you get that option where you can kind of fight back for the other way.
All right, well, if you're gonna do it that way, then yeah, you got to give me. If you're gonna make the game super long, then you have to give me that fork in the road at the end.
Yeah.
If not, then this game needs to be like max 20, 30 hours. Like it's like, okay, I gotta want to sit through this again.
I feel you. Yeah. Sometimes it depends, unless it changes the whole game. Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't mind it if it was like changing the whole game. Like I remember, not a good example, but Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Pretty much the whole time you're playing either as symbiote Spider-Man or regular Spider-Man against an invasion from the symbiote world that is taking over New York. Mm-hmm. And depending on if you use the symbiote suit and choose to be an asshole, everything changes. And like every single story beat changes as well. And then it's the same thing when you're on the regular side or on the good guy Spider-Man side. Like you can either end the game one way where like, yeah, you're going to save the city, blah, blah, blah. Or you can take over the city as the symbiote king with Black Cat, who's now been taken over by symbiote, and New York is just like goop.
The goop city.
Yeah. So, but like throughout the game, like you'll have like certain things happen where like Wolverine will show up and like the way you interact with him is different depending on what you choose throughout the game. And I like because it changes everything. Like the gameplay is still the same and like you're doing the same missions, but everything when it comes to cinematics is completely different. Your tonality, the way that you're talking to them, it's the voice lines most of the time. So shit like that I like a lot. Mm-hmm. It is a big time thing, definitely. And I definitely played that back when I was like in middle school and nothing mattered with time. So nowadays a little different. I watched all the other endings for Red Dead. I didn't play them. Like
I know I'm speaking from a position where I don't have the time to beat these long games more than once. Mm-hmm. Or I have the time, but I have to use my time. If I have time to beat a long game more than one time, I'm not going to beat that game again. I'm going to go to another game I haven't played.
Yeah.
And play that game.
100%.
Remember the whole Final Fantasy VII remake thing with me. once that they fucked my save, I was like, well, I saw enough of that game to know I love this game. And I can watch the ending.
And I will never play it again.
Yeah, I'm not starting from the beginning. Yeah, man. That was my answer. I think games like that are dope though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I was reading it like you said, if the game changes once you make a bad decision.
Yeah. I just love different options when it comes to games, because like obviously, you know, if you're on a railroad track and like you're going one place, like it's whatever, you're just following the story. That's most games. But like when they give you a little bit of slack on your leash to make some sort of decision, I like that, because like it changes enough to the point where you're like, you're either going to really like the ending or you might not like it at all. And then like if you don't like it, you're going to want to go back and then play that other ending and get that ending that you prefer, which I like that option too, because getting the bad ending first, nobody wants that, obviously. But if you do get it, that's just more incentive to go back and do whatever ending you want. So like with Red Dead, I think it was, I mean, it's been long enough, right?
I think so.
Spoilies for Red Dead 2. Well, it's a prequel.
Yes.
So the guy that you're playing as at the beginning ends up dying. There are multiple ways that this man can die. And one thing that's really cool about that is throughout the game, if you're being a dickhead the whole time, you'll constantly see like hallucinations of a fox whenever he like goes to sleep or something. But then if you're being a nice guy the whole time, you'll see a deer. And in the hallucination, it's like this bright sunny day and he's drinking water. And it's like his spirit animal passing on to the other side. And like, as you see it more, it's more evident that your spirit animal is coming to get you and bring you to where you belong as this character, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And then obviously there's different ways you can die because there's different ways to end that as well. So there's a lot of differences in that. So that's pretty cool. Obviously it ends so that it sets up Red Dead 1 because it has to. But that main character, like the things that happen with him are pretty fucking neat. Yeah. So that's what made me love that shit.
Oh yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
where do we go from here?
Not much. So let's say, I mean, we went almost 2 hours. There's 6 minutes left in my recording, but to be fair, it'll be cut down a little bit because we had a little technology tiff or two in there. So, but yeah. Make sure to go to our social media and check us out on all of our platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. All the same. Save the letter B, the number 4 quitting. We're posting on TikTok again. So go check out the TikToks. I'm posting clips right now of Hue. If you want to get a look at that type of puzzle platformer, it's really fucking fun. If you have the PlayStation Plus with the PS3 stuff, pick it up and start playing it because it seems like it's very short and fun. I'm gonna try and finish it this week on Friday for Friday's stream, and then probably switch over to Stray or Fortnite or something to end it. But pretty fun. Had a great time with that. Also going to be posting them on YouTube as YouTube Shorts and Instagram. So if you miss them in one spot, check them out in another. They're everywhere.
Starting to ramp back up.
Hell yeah. And then I don't know if you have a chance to stream sometime soon, but maybe you'll be streaming from the Steam Deck. This is what we discussed over on the Patreon, maybe.
I'm going to attempt to.
Yeah. So that might come soon. Maybe. Other than that, we will have a YouTube video coming soon once we film it of all of our setup stuff and like how we do the thing.
Do the thing.
So once we get together in person,
we'll do that.
But I'll film my setup from my house just to give a little breakdown of that, and then we'll do, if you want to do your setup by yourself, and then we can do the podcast setup. So it's technically 3 parts.
I got you.
Like,
that works.
My stream setup, your stream setup, and actually it could be 4 parts. My podcast setup, your podcast setup.
Oh yeah.
4 different things. We'll probably post that on the Patreon before everywhere else for a couple weeks, just so that they can get early access to that content, and then we'll release it to the public to see the
adoring public.
Yeah, the adoring public that only watch the YouTube shorts. But we'll shoot that out, and you can see how messy both of our desks are.
Yep, have fun seeing that.
Yeah,
as much as I had fun making it messy.
Hell yeah! But as always, shoot us an email, join our Discord, all that jazz. Join the Patreon for the 2 extra podcasts, and to join up on the Patreon podcast this coming end of the month and be on live on Twitch. And other than that, there's nothing left to do besides save before quitting. And we'll see you next week. Yeah. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep, same bat channel. Bats where they are you doing the bat? What's it called? The
Adam West Batman.
Yeah. Isn't it called like the Bat 2C or something like that?
I don't fucking know. I don't like that show. My dad loves it, and I'm like, you're bad. Arkham City is the way.
That's his era, man.
It's not good.
If that's all you have and you're a kid, what do you know at that point? You don't know that it's not good. You just know that this is Batman. You have nothing to compare it to.
The comics.
Well, yes. You have no like live thing to compare it to.
Sure. That's fine. I get it. But also, there was an episode where they surfed in full costume, and Batman and Joker both wore swim trunks over top of their outfits.
No, don't get me wrong. Retrospect is a motherfucker. That shit looks ass. But if that's, we only know that in retrospect. When you have 0 to compare it to at the time, you don't have any, there's no internet culture. So you just saw this one day as you're a kid.
I get it, but also.
All right.
In my brain, I'm like, Looney Tunes was more serious than that show. You know, like if you think about it, like Looney Tunes was more like PG-13 than that show.
I didn't know the swimming trunks over the suit.
Yeah,
that was new.
They had bat repellent spray or shark repellent bat spray.
The Simpsons made fun of this because they were showed that old Batman cartoon, and I think Joker had them locked up on a like a carousel in the like a carnival.
Yeah,
and they just went to the next scene where they escaped. He was like, "It's a good thing I had that." He was like antique. Fuck was it called? Like I had this anti-carousel spray, and they were just free.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that was. I don't know. I mean, it was of its time, but I'm like, bruh, can we stop? Can we stop now? Maybe. Because that's not good anymore.
I don't know. That's no. Obviously, it's not just open to watch. I'm like, we should live watch that shit on Twitch. I don't know if it's public domain though. You probably can't.
It's not. No, it's owned by WB.
Yeah.
There might be a way for that type of thing. There's a way to do that, but I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
But
research.
Yeah. He wants us to watch the 40s Batman with Adam West and do color commentary as if we're the directors.
We should.
Let's do that.
What were they thinking here? That does sound fun. We
should do like a director's commentary of video games, because at least then we can like post the video, you know?
So are we watching just cutscenes?
Could be. And we could just like joke around about, oh yeah, this on the soundstage this time. Well, in this part of the game, you should have seen it, man. They were all in the golf balls and shit. And they were taking everything so serious. And then this one guy, he was so taken aback that he had to walk off, and you know, he had to take a second to himself. He had to cry a little bit. and come back to the scene. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, what game was this? My Little Pony Princess Island.
Oh, get out.
This is my house. Do you not see the ponies all around?
Sir.
You're surrounded.
At that point, I'm terrified.
All of the ponies have lasers in their eyes, in their freaking eyes.
And that's when I look at you like, and this is how we go out? This is how it
Spent $1 million on these ponies. They all have lasers in their freaking heads.
That's mutilation to the ponies.
They're not real ponies. They're just, My Little Pony.
Which I call my dick.
I just put laser dick. It's like a disco ball with lasers.
Like there's only one hole. How do you have so many lasers?
That's the sequel to Arms.
My balls are disco balls. I think I would love to watch just like the cutscenes from like, I don't know, the Final Fantasy VII remake, right? And I would love to just make fun of that shit. Like, how is Cloud so lightly moving around with this giant 3-story sword on his back?
Just casually.
Just backflips, jumping off of shit.
Hell yeah. That'd be funny. We should do color commentary on? Chaos.
Oh, we should. And now we might have to. That's a really good idea.
Let's do a stream where we take a shot every time he says chaos.
We're gonna die.
Good content though.
Die for the show. By the end of that, not even the end, by halfway through that game cutscenes, we're just gonna be on the couch like just gone.
Catatonic. Go by Stray.
Bye, everybody.
Cat pussy.
That's the end.